Hello everyone, Sean Rowe here, and today I wanted to talk about Uber driving. For those of you that don't know me, for the last 18 months or over 18 months, I have been an Uber driver, and that has kind of been my main source of income at the moment. Going back 18 months ago, I did work for a Japanese clothing brand called Uniqlo, and I was probably with them for 18 months before I decided to go out on my own and build some businesses and go out there and do my own adventures. Now, this blog post, I wanted to talk to you guys about like an Uber salary or what kind of potential earnings you can get as an Uber driver. Now, but firstly, before I start talking about that, I wanted to talk about some of the pros of being an Uber driver. The great thing about being an Uber driver is obviously, you're in the comfort of your own car, you're driving people around, and you actually get to meet some of the most incredible people. And through doing that for the last 18 months, I've had the ability to network and connect with a whole bunch of people that I would never have the opportunity to connect with. There's nothing more than nothing more important than connecting with someone as you're driving them to the airport. And a lot of the time, after a solid connection, I exchange business cards and I put them into my network portfolio and allow that to kind of happen. The other benefit of being an Uber driver is the ability to work your own hours and having that flexibility. So, for example, if I didn't really want to work today, I can switch off the app and completely not have to work for the particular day. The cons of that, or the disadvantage of that, is obviously if I don't go out on the road and work, I'm not going to earn any money. So there is a pro and a con with that. Also, what I have noticed over the 18-month period, I've noticed that if you were to top up your income, and if you were working a full-time salary or getting some full-time income and you wanted to top up, whether you have a car repayment or you wanted to subsidize your rent, you could do that by just working on the weekend and clearing $250 or $300 over the weekend, which is bonus money. Some of the disadvantages of being an Uber driver is obviously the mileage on your car. You're going to rack up some serious Ks on your car, especially if you're going to do it close to full time. Also, spending a lot of hours on the road. For me, spending a lot of hours on the road is great, and sometimes it's good to be out there, but there's more probabilities of you damaging your car or getting involved in a traffic situation and spending those hours on the road. And also another frustrating thing is obviously having to deal with traffic, which can be an issue. Also, the cost of running the car. So you'll be using e-tag, fueling your car with petrol. There are also costs that you need to consider being an Uber driver. When I first started being an Uber driver, there was some really great incentives. So, like anything, when Uber came into the market, they wanted to promote drivers and wanted to get new drivers. So there was some pretty amazing incentives on board. They've completely gotten rid of that now, and they rely on just the drivers that are out on the road currently. The only incentives at the moment is a referral-based incentive, and the last email update that I received from Uber is they're going to drop that and change the incentive. And the referral-based incentive was $250 if I referred someone and they started to do their once they completed their first 20 trips. I am also currently signed up as an Uber Eats driver, and for those of you that don't know what Uber Eats is, it's basically a competitor to Foodora or Deliveroo, and basically you can order food online, we go pick up the food and deliver it to your house, and we get charged the delivery, we get paid the delivery fee. At first I was a little bit tentative because I couldn't figure out whether you were going to make some income. But I think as more people adopt this, you're definitely going to make some income. So to give you an idea of what kind of money you can earn, when I first started and when it was a lot busier, I was probably clearing anywhere between $40 to $50 per an hour, maybe $38. However, now with such competition on the road, less demand, and also Uber dropping their prices by about 15%, I've noticed that it's probably creeping down to about $25 an hour. So it is very good for a very entry level position. Obviously, for $25, all you're doing is driving people around, and it's pretty cruisy. But if you want to make the big bucks, you have to spend a lot of hours on the road, and that's what I've noticed at the moment. And for me, I'm now looking at a different way and a different way to transition out of it. It was really good for me when I first started, because once I finished my other job, or quit my other job, I didn't know kind of what direction that I wanted to go in. And as I was trying to figure out that process, it was a great way to have some cash flow. I'm now transitioning into a different career path, which I'm really excited about. However, with that being said, I'll still continue the Uber side of things, because I think it's a great way to just top up your income. With that being said, leave a comment if you've thoroughly enjoyed this blog post, or even share it with anyone that's potentially wanting to become an Uber partner. And feel free to drop me a line and ask me of anything that you kind of feel like or any topics that you want me to cover, because I just like putting these blog posts out there. With that being said, have a fantastic day and enjoy your afternoon. Thank you.